Welcome to the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. We're going to be talking to James Lacombe with the Galveston County Daily News. We're also going to be talking about the players and the coaches from Marque and from Hitchcock, getting some of their thoughts on how they think the game is going to go this week. We're also going to be featuring the Student of the Week. All this and more on the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
Lamar Cougars, let's ride.
The Hitchcock Bulldogs take on the Marque Cougars on the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. Thursday night, galvnews.com and Clear Life Media.
Bulldog country, let's ride.
Welcome back to the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. My name is Gardy Garcia. I'm with Clear Life Media right out of Marque, Texas. Today we have the opportunity to be broadcasting live from ACS Mixed Martial Arts in Marque, Texas. I'd also like to thank all of our sponsors that help make this possible. If you'd like to get involved, you can send us an email, info@clearlifemedia.com. There's a couple ways that you can watch the broadcast tonight. You can watch on clearlifemedia.com. You can also watch on galvnews.com. You can also follow us on social media. That's Facebook and on Instagram at Clear Life Media. You can get a bunch of behind-the-scenes footage and action. Stay tuned. Watch the game tonight. Right now, I have the opportunity to be joined by James Lacombe with the Galveston County Daily News. James, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. Ready for the game this week.
Yes, sir. So what can we expect? Who's playing?
Well, we have Hitchcock and Marque in one of Galveston County's newest rivalries, actually, which it's kind of hard to believe. I mean, these two towns are so close together, but for so long in Marque's history, they were a much larger school than Hitchcock. So when Marque's numbers went down a little bit and they got absorbed by Texas City ISD, they decided, all right, we're not going to be rivals with Texas City anymore. We need a new rivalry game for these guys. And they're like, well, we're about the same size as Hitchcock now, and we're just right down the road from each other. Makes sense. So I think it's been the past 4 or 5 years that they've been started playing each other, and each time it's been a very entertaining game.
So this is a newer rivalry.
Exactly. We talked in week 1 about one of the oldest rivalries with Ball High and Marque. But yeah, this one is just a few years old, but it's been a really fun one for the community so far. And the games have been good, and I'm hoping for another entertaining game tonight.
Earlier, we were talking about this rivalry between the Hitchcock Bulldogs and the Marque Cougars. It's a newer rivalry. James, what can we expect from this?
Well, in years past, it's been close. It's been entertaining. The total series between these two teams are tied at 3-3, so someone's going to pull ahead in that one. As far as the teams go, I mean, Hitchcock has been really promising this season with a lot of explosive playmakers. They've started 2-0 against two very quality teams, against Refugio and East Bernard. Marque has struggled somewhat this season. They improved greatly between week 1 and week 2. I mean, we saw what Ball High did to them in week 1, and then even though they came up short last week, they were a lot more competitive against Wheatley. So I think they are. I think it's going to be an intense rivalry. I know a lot of the kids know each other, and probably going to be talking some trash.
Yeah.
Looking for the bragging rights. So really, you can throw the records out the window at this point with these two teams.
We talked about how close these cities are. A lot of families may be torn, like maybe they went to Marque and graduated, or they played on the teams. Now they live in Hitchcock. There's family members. It's just it seems like it's setting it up for a fun night of football.
Yeah, it is. I remember the first time they played each other. There's a big tailgate and lots of trash talk from both the kids at the time and some of the parents and community members too. So it's been a fun rivalry, and as far as, a new rivalry goes.
If you support education and want to get involved in what's taking place here on the Game of the Week, feel free to reach out. info@clearlifemedia.com. An individual, a business, whatever contribution you make, we can partner and do something really cool in our community. Still to come on the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week, we talk to the coaches, we talk to the players. James Lacombe, he gives his prediction for the final score. We also have a chance to spotlight some of the students that are doing really cool things in Galveston County.
My name is Saladin Allah. I am number 7 for D. Marque High School. Go Cougs.
Hi, my name is Ryan Stubbs, president of B&O Construction, located here in the heart of League City, Texas. We offer commercial and residential general contracting needs for all the surrounding areas of Galveston County. Here at B&O Construction, we offer a multitude of services for all of our clients and customers to make sure that we're able to reach and achieve all of our clients and customers' goals. B&O Construction offers quality construction, great value, and honest service. You can learn more about B&O Construction on our website at bnoconstructionllc.com or call us at 832-738-2233.
Thank you to Troy Chase Realty Group for sponsoring the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. Get your dream home with Troy Chase Realty Group and learn more at troychase.com.
Welcome back to the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. We're broadcasting live from Lamar, Texas at ACS Mixed Martial Arts. We're broadcasting live from Lamar, Texas. Here today, we're at ACS Mixed Martial Arts in Lamar. I'm with Drew Tychek, the owner. Drew, what do you guys got going on here?
We do mixed martial arts training, so that covers basically all self-defense, grappling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, judo, striking, like boxing and kickboxing. We do kids programs, adult programs, and we have professional fighters that fight on TV. But what we're doing here today is the pregame show.
Yeah, are you a fan of football?
I am. Well, I actually used to watch it a whole lot more than I do now. This consumes most of my time, and I'm here a lot of evenings. But yeah, football's a blast. I mean, that's one of the favorite pastimes for America.
If somebody wants to learn more about ACS, how can they do that?
So ACS has both a Facebook page and a web page, acsmmatx.com, or just Google ACS Mixed Martial Arts.
Drew, thank you so much for having us here today. I appreciate you.
I'm not ready to leave yet.
Hey, stay tuned. We're going to find out what to expect this week from the Lamar Cougars.
My name is Jimmy Saldana with the Lamar Cougars, and you're tuning in the Game of the Week with Clear Life Media.
This week we had the opportunity to go to Lamar High School and talk to some of the students about Cougar Pride. We got to talk to the coaches and the players about the keys to victory. James, what do you see being the keys to victory for Lamar Cougars this week?
For Lamar, a lot of it's going to come down to their defense and just doing a lot of the little things right, making sure that Hitchcock's explosive playmakers don't make those big plays, kind of bottle them up. I don't know if they can completely shut them down, but at least contain them. Don't let the game get away from them early, and make fewer mistakes on both sides of the ball. So basically just not hurting themselves and also containing those playmakers on defense that Hitchcock has.
Yeah, now we've had a couple games, in the behind us, in the rear view, right? So shaking off those early season jitters, right? And now it's time to, hey, let's sew it up and get rid of the mistakes.
Exactly. And like I said earlier, Lamarck, they made a pretty big leap forward between week 1 and 2. So it's just also continuing that forward momentum. And they'll have a tough test with Hitchcock surely this week. But it's going to be a process rebuilding that program and, into, a playoff contender like they once were. So it's just about, moving forward, making sure they do the little things correctly and like I said, just trying not to, let Hitchcock's big-time playmakers make those huge plays.
Mm-hmm. Here's what the players and coaches at Lamarck had to say about the game with Hitchcock Bulldogs this week.
In this game, we considered the underdogs, but I say we're ready to pull off an upset.
Hitchcock's a really good football team. Got to make sure our kids are prepared to play all 3 phases of the game.
Feeling great. We just want to go out there and play and have fun. At the end of the day, it's all competition. I hope we come out with the dub.
Our main focus has been the little things. Cleaning up our locker rooms, making sure we come out in our making sure we have our right clothing on for the athletic period. Small things like steps, timing, meshing, just the little things.
I tell the kids all the time, you can't see the wins for the losses. We're making a lot of games, we're making a lot of improvements, but at the end of the day, our goal is to go 1-0 every day. So if we execute in practice, we go out and execute the game plan, we have the opportunity to get a win versus a good football team on Thursday.
Well, Hitchcock is a very athletic team. They're going to take advantage of the little things that we don't do right. So we're making sure that we are perfect on the things that we do in every way possible.
They played ball together growing up, but I tell our kids we got to focus on ourselves, we got to focus on us, we got to play the Marque Cougar football. We can't get into personal battles with our friends on the field and just play Cougar football and try to come out with a victory.
Lamar Cougars, let's ride.
Coach O is a proud alumni of Lamarck High School. We've had the opportunity to go talk to different teachers and faculty at the Lamarck High School and found out their story, why they decided to come back and teach. Here's Jacinta Earps.
Cougar Pride starts with our community. We are very, very deep in tradition here. Very small, but very big in character. And so it starts with our community. The love of the community, the love of the children here in the community, and loving being here in the community. I teach health science technology. My course walk is medical terminology, principles of health science clinical, and health science practicum. It's very important because they are trained to go into the workforce as soon as they graduate. My practicum students will earn a certification in nurse aid, and they are able to go straight into the workforce upon graduation, or work while they're in college to pursue a higher education. We currently have several alums that have come back. The coaching staff is full of alums. We have several alums that are actually teaching. So yes, I definitely would encourage fellow alums to come back and share their knowledge with our community and our students. I am very proud to be back here. I was actually fortunate enough to work here when my daughter graduated in 2015. So yes, I'm very proud to be here. I still live in the community, so it's very important to me to give back to my students.
Keeping the student athletes at the Lamarck High School safe and hydrated is very important. We had an opportunity to talk to the athletic trainers and see how they get it done.
So just being in Texas with football, it's really important. Football is one of your more contact sports, so we do typically see quite a few injuries, and so just having someone on campus that the kids can have easy access to and kind of help them get into the doctors or whatever they need to get done is very important.
I make sure the athletes are hydrated, and I assist her when she's attending to injuries.
In sports medicine, it's essential because it's all about representation. So a lot of people don't know what an athletic trainer is or what it is, the different umbrellas or the different things under the umbrella of sports medicine. So this gives them an opportunity to kind of learn more about the field, as well as just kind of give them some opportunities to look into different areas of healthcare also.
One, because it's an interesting career opportunity, and it helps. This class doesn't just help with if you want to be a trainer, it also tells you about the human anatomy and stuff like that, so you can have opportunities to learn about your own body.
It is important because it keeps our athletes healthy and make sure that they're okay so they don't get injured.
It's not an easy task. So we're here just as much as all the athletes. We're here every day. We're here before them, and we usually leave after them. So they stay with us throughout the entirety of practice. Heat, sunshine, all the mosquitoes, everything else, they stay here with me for the whole practice.
Stay tuned. After the break, we're going to be taking a look at the Hitchcock Bulldogs. This is the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
My name is David McDaniel with the Hitchcock Bulldogs, and you're watching Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Nobody said it would be easy. We do it anyways, and we've been doing it for years. It became our mission, a mission to give back to the community. Because this is our community too. It's at the heart of every phone call, meeting, and sale. Here at Ron Carter League City, our community is you. Ram, Dodge, Chrysler, and Jeep. Ron Carter League City, you deserve it. To learn more and shop our inventory, visit roncarterleaguecity.com.
I'm Corey Moss. I'm the Vice President and General Manager of the Valero Texas City Refinery. It's great to have some time to talk a little bit about Valero and the United Way. You know, we have 6 key values in Valero, one of those being caring. And it's not just caring within the team members of the Valero site and the company, but more importantly, it's about caring in the community. Valero believes in giving back to the community, and it's through the funds and the pledges of our employees and the matching gifts that our company does, we're able to support the agencies of the United Way.
Learn more ways to donate to the United Way Galveston County Mainland and your impact on the community by visiting uwgcm.com.
My name is Abby Armacost, and you're with the Hitchcock Lady Bulldogs, and you're watching the Game of the Week for Clear Life Media.
Welcome back to the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. We're broadcasting live from ACS, Mixed Martial Arts, in Marque, Texas. We're going to take a look at the Hitchcock Bulldogs football team and see what they have in store for the game tonight.
We started the season 2-0. Big game for us. We've had 2 games earlier with Refugio, which is one of the best iconic state-ranked teams over the years, and then a power with East Bernard, and then you're coming into La Marque where, you know, they're a storied program as well with 5 state championships. So, yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Practice been going good, energy been up, so we just ready to go out on Thursday and play.
Feeling great, feeling like we're gonna take over, do our thing as usual. Feel like we just gonna dominate, take care of what we gotta do, and move on to the next week.
We're very confident and we're ready to win.
I feel like we're all confident that we're gonna do great, and we're just gonna win.
Well, it just like probably all our other games, you know, we have to execute on offense.
Short week this week, so everybody has to be locked in.
It's always, when you have a change of routine, when you're used to going on Fridays, anytime you play on a Thursday is a little different. Being a rivalry game with La Marque and then having y'all come and broadcast the game, we greatly appreciate that.
Y'all boys stay tuned, man.
And we really don't pay attention that we're 2-0. At the end of the day, you got to you go into another game 0-0.
I'm extremely proud of the guys. You know, we got 12 sophomores on our team. Some of our seniors have done a great job being leaders, and I couldn't be more proud of the guys. But, you know, this is a long road, and we've got to really get after it because things really don't get any easier for us.
Earlier, we had the opportunity to talk about the La Marque Cougars' keys to victory for this week. James, what do you see being the Hitchcock Bulldogs' keys to victory?
I think for Hitchcock, it's just about keeping their eyes on the prize, so to speak. Like we mentioned earlier, they opened their season with a huge win over a powerhouse team in Refugio. Last week, they beat a team that's always solid in East Bernard. And this week, they have a chance to go 3-0 and do it against a team with a great storied history like La Marque. Even though, you know, right now their record doesn't show that, that's still a great name to have, you know, on your list of victories as far as a season goes. And Hitchcock's hoping to have a special season. So yeah, I think it's just keeping focused. I know last week against East Bernard, they started fast. They kind of slowed in the second half. So in a rivalry game like against La Marque, though, I don't think they want to keep it close for very long. You know, they let East Bernard kind of stick around last week. I think the key for Hitchcock will just be to start fast, keep their foot on the gas pedal, so to speak, and just, you know, put it away. You know, don't let La Marque really have a chance to get into the game.
So score early and build off the momentum that they have from the first two weeks.
Exactly.
Earlier this week, we had the opportunity to go to a Hitchcock High School volleyball game. It was Hitchcock versus Hitchcock alumni. Here's how that went.
So tonight we started hopefully our annual alumni versus varsity game. This year it was put on last minute. It was a need for a game, and man, our girls showed out, from our varsity that came in and reached out to all of our alumni, to all of our alumni that showed up. This is hopefully a great start to something that we get to do annually.
You know, I think it's like an opportunity to play against the old schoolers and the new schoolers, and I think, you know, they actually, I think they won against us.
Yeah, they did win.
They did.
They for sure did win. It was kind of fun to play like against them though, because you know a lot of people like to talk, you know, trash or show them that like we have the skill this year to go to playoffs.
You know, I graduated 6 years ago. This is my first time, you know, playing against the volleyball girls. It's, you know, it's been awesome. I kind of actually miss, you know, playing volleyball.
I think this brings our past generations and then the new generations. It brings us together as a community. Not only is it a great chance for our girls to get a good game in, because we need the, you know, all the extra playing time that we can get, but it's a great chance for publicity on our volleyball program.
Beating our fellow people, it was pretty fun. I mean, we had team bonding too, to work on bonding together for a district game.
Our next game is Friday. Danbury, it is our first district game. Tickets are sold at the door. Varsity will play it first at 5, and then JV will follow.
And they like to come watch a team that can bond together and play together, and not just like the skill, but the mentality to win. Then I would say come watch.
If you want to get involved, if you support education, feel free to reach out to us at info@clearlifemedia.com. Stay tuned. Coming up, we have final predictions, and there's all the action taking place in the game tonight.
My name is Erica Calise. I'm the head volleyball coach with Hitchcock Lady Bulldogs, and you're watching the Game of the Week with Clear Life Media.
Book your next event, wedding, quince, or party at the elegant Water Grove event venue off Interstate 45 in Dickinson, Texas. Overlooking the Dickinson Bayou, there is space for every event. From the large ballroom to the game room, there's plenty of fun activities for your guests. Visit thewatergrove.com to learn how Water Grove is the destination for you.
Hi, I'm Anna with Legacy Collision. We are a female-owned collision repair facility.
Treat everybody like family.
We can fix almost anything, and today we are going to fix his bumper up right. 7887 FM 2004, Hitchcock, Texas, just south of the blimp base. Come on down and see us anytime. If you have any questions, give us a call, 409-440-8900, and let's get to fixing this bumper.
My name is Michaela Harrington with the Sports Medicine Program at the Marque High School. Go Cougs!
Welcome back to the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. We're broadcasting live from Lamarck, Texas at ACS Mixed Martial Arts. If you want to get involved, if you want to sponsor, feel free to reach out to us. info@clearlifemedia.com. We took a look at everything that the Hitchcock Bulldogs have been working on this week and the Lamarck Cougars. James, do you have a prediction? Any final thoughts on the game that's happening today?
Well, I just hope it's as fun and as competitive as the games in the past. Rivalry games are always tough to predict. They can be close when you don't expect them to be close, or it can be, you know, a rout whenever you're expecting it to actually be close. At this point in their seasons, I feel like Hitchcock has a little more momentum right now. They have, you know, multiple playmakers who can make big plays and just blow the game open at any point. So I feel like that gives them the edge in this one. If I had to say a final score prediction, I'll say Hitchcock 35, Lamarck 21.
All right, so you're picking Hitchcock. You know, and Lamarck, they've said, hey, we're coming in as underdogs, so they feel that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, does that kind of light a fire under those players, you think, that mentality?
I think it will, and I think it'll serve them well, you know, in trying to, you know, not let Hitchcock get a big lead early. You know, that underdog mentality, the chip on their shoulder I'm sure they have right now is knowing that, you know, they're the underdogs in this one. I think that will help them, mentally stay focused and keep the game close, which would be key for them, is to keep the game close as long as they can. So in that respect, if Lamarque is able to have that fire all game long, they could pull the upset in this one, but I still feel like Hitchcock is the team that's going to get the victory in this one.
James, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you in the Galveston County Daily News.
All right.
I'm Destin Alcorn here at the Lamarque High School, and you are watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Earlier this week, we had the opportunity to talk to the Galveston College Student of the Week, finding out all they're involved in and what their future plans are. Thank you so much, Galveston College, for sponsoring this segment.
Hi, I'm Abriana Frenchwood from Lamarque High School, and I'm Student of the Week. And to hear that it's first for Lamarque High School, I really am overjoyed right now. Well, I like to show my support for all of the teams. I go to basketball games, football games. Pride itself is like being proud because, not a lot of people say that they can be proud with where they come from. But I'm very proud to be here and graduate. Like, I am going to graduate from here. I'm going to graduate from Lamarque High School, and that's going to mean something to me because I've been here all of my life. We're actually a really good school. Our teachers are very caring, and they do care about what we're being taught and how they can help further our studies.
Right now, we're moments away from the start of the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week between the Lamarque Cougars and the Hitchcock Bulldogs. We're moments away from kickoff. Stay tuned.